A warm welcome to you, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to spend with me. I have great, exciting information to share with you. My name is Andrea, and I have been an investor in Forex for several years, and I've earned large rewards doing this. I'm here to show you how you can do the same. I'm here to show you how you can invest directly into the Forex markets the way that the banks and large investors do. Guys, there's no secret there. The banks are able to declare large profits on an annual basis, and they do this using Forex as an investment tool. I'll be showing you how to do business with some of the largest brokers in this industry. LMAX in London has been receiving awards in the Forex industry since 2011. IC Markets out of Australia has been declared one of the largest brokers in Australia since 2007. Our trading company offers a combined trading experience of 36 years for their team. Guys, I'll be sharing with you the performance that they have been receiving and how they manage their risk. I'm condensing my learnings after several years of doing this because I'm a customer just like you. I'm simply trying to inspire a culture of giving, and I'm not trying to sell anything here. Guys, I'm hoping that if we do invest in Forex and we earn extra, that we can take a little bit of what we earn and use it to help someone else less fortunate. And perhaps when that person is able to do so, they themselves can help someone less fortunate. I'm simply trying to inspire what I would term the pay it forward phenomenon. Now, what is Forex? Forex is an acronym for foreign exchange. There's a world of information out there on the internet on the details of the Forex markets. Guys, we don't have enough time in this presentation to step through all the details of Forex. But what I have done for you is that I have provided a link towards the end of the presentation that you can go and browse and actually learn the basics of Forex. I'm using the slide for one reason though. I'm using the slide to ask you a question. Why do you think that 4 trillion US dollars is traded on the Forex market on a daily basis? For those of us who don't know much, quite simply we could come to the conclusion it has to be that the Forex market has the ability to generate huge profits, and that's why so many investors are actually investing in the Forex market. I would like to take the time to define the trading arrangement. You as the investor set up an account with a regulated broker, and this account is solely owned by you. The broker in this instance acts like a bank to facilitate access to the Forex market. You then grant permission for the trading company to trade your account on your behalf, and this will be based on the trading agreements put in place. Now you will have the opportunity to review these agreements in detail and clarify their contents. A key feature is that as the account owner, only you can withdraw funds from the account. The trading agreements simply grant permission for trading. Nothing else has changed. All executive action on the account reside with you as the owner. I would also like to take the time to clarify the relationship which is being presented here. 3 independent teams have come together as a partnership. The broker and account manager are simply trying to expand their investors globally. We here at Sustainable Investment are trying to promote goodwill investing, and we will define what goodwill investing is later on. Now these teams have no shares in each other's company. We are independent. We have different objectives, but the partnership enabled us to each achieve our objective. So I use the term our broker and our trading company very loosely here. I'm simply trying to reinforce the partnership, the relationship that we share. So once you're happy, we will move on and I will share with you the performance of our account manager. In 2013, our account manager was able to generate a net monthly profit of just over 9% to investors, and this is 9% after performance fees have paid. So this is what your account would have grown by on a monthly basis had you invested your money with our account manager. For the first quarter of 2014, our account manager was able to generate a net monthly profit to investors after performance fees were paid of just under 7%. So guys, For the first quarter of this year, if you were able to just allow our trading company to trade your funds, you would have received a net monthly profit of 7% growth on your account. So if we do some mathematics together and we take an initial investment of US $10,000 at a net monthly profit of 5%, and that's 5% after performance fees have been paid, you would see that the account would yield 100% profits in just over a year. That means that in just over a year, you would have just doubled your money. If you make no withdrawals and you allow the account to compound over time, in 10 years' time, the account balance will grow to 3.5 million US dollars. Wow! Which of us here would not want to know that we had the potential to generate 3.5 million US dollars? And guys, I did this performance check at 5%. However, I just shared with you that the account manager has been performing at 7 to 9%, showing you that there is great potential in using this account strategy in trading on the Forex market. So which of us would not want to have extra buying power that could lead to us having a more comfortable lifestyle? Forex is legitimate. This is not a pyramid business model. A Forex account is an investment opportunity for you, the investor, to experience tangible gains on your capital. A Forex account is just like another bank account. So I asked this question: how can this be a pyramid business model when I'm simply just sharing with you how you could open a Forex account at a Forex broker? Now, many of us have heard higher rewards equates to higher risk, and I'd like to challenge that statement. I'd like to pose this question to you: is that statement really true? And I'd like to answer it for you using an example based on cars. So if you stay with me, I'll step you through some statistics in the US. In the US, it has been determined that being in a car accident is in the range of 25%. So 1 in 4 times that one of us enters a car, we can be in a car accident. Further to that, the chance of being in a fatal car accident has been determined to be 1%. So 1 in 100 times that one of us enters a vehicle, we can die. Now, many of us drive to work or are in cars on a daily basis, sometimes up to 300 times for the year. So 3 times for the year, it should mean that we should be clinically dead. But let me pose another point to you. In the US, the Department of Transport declared in 2007 that there were 254.4 million registered vehicles in the US. Do you think that that means that more than 250 million people in the US are happy with the statistics that they could die 3 times for the year when they enter a car? Guys, no. It means that passengers and drivers of vehicles, owners of vehicles, have determined that, listen, the risk of dying in a vehicle can be controlled. So let's bring this back to Forex. For the 2013 account, the one which yielded a net monthly profit to investors of just about 9%, the risk of losing 10% of your account was determined to be less than 0.01%. That means that a 10% loss may have occurred for every 1 in 10,000 times that the trading strategy was applied. These statistics show me that the risk of losing 10% of your account is less than us going to work in the morning, or us dropping our children to school on a daily basis. Now, coupled with all of this, there are other layers of protection in place built in to preserve your capital. And in the slides to come, I will share with you the details of these layers. Before I detail for you all the layers of protection in place, I would just like to remind you of something. You as the investor can select an account manager who balances profits and risk. Remember, the choice is yours. So there are 4 layers of protection in place for the trading strategy that I referred to previously. 2 layers of protection reside with the trading company, and 2 layers with the brokerage. The first layer of protection is such that if the account equity reduces by 10 to 15%, the open trades are closed by the trading company. Further to that, an independent system from the trading company will close all open trades on the account if losses equal to a maximum of 25%. Now, the broker will issue a warning to close all trades when the account equity reaches 50%. And if all else fails, the broker will automatically close all open trades on your account if account equity reaches 30%. Now, these are 4 layers of protection in place to preserve your capital, to ensure that you could continue investing for years to come. Another key bit of information here is that investors with regulated brokers are compensated up to £50,000 should the broker close or declare insolvency. That means that you as an investor are covered up to £50,000 should something go wrong with the brokerage. So now I'll step you through the key features of having a Forex account. A Forex account is just like having another bank account. I'll say that again. A Forex account is just like having another bank account, just a higher yielding one. Now, your account is open at a regulated broker, and these act as banks for foreign exchange trading. Now, key features of having an account with a regulated broker are that only you can withdraw funds from your account. Hear me again. Only you can withdraw funds from your account. The trading company cannot, under any circumstances, withdraw funds from your account. Listen very carefully, please. The trading company cannot withdraw funds from your account. Only you can do so. Your deposit of your funds from wherever your money is to where it will be with our broker is done so via the method that you choose, and no third party gets involved in handling your funds, including us. Guys, you pay the brokers directly in the method that you select. We are never involved in handling your money. You can grant permission to start or stop trading of your account at any point. In fact, stopping trading on your account can take seconds to initiate. So I'll remind you again, you can grant permission to start or stop trading of the account at any point. You can track all trades at any time during the day. In fact, later on in the presentation, I will share with you all the methods in place to allow you to monitor the performance of your account. Now, your money can be back at your bank account within days if you need to withdraw funds from our broker. Guys, you need only initiate, be it a wire transfer or whichever means that you require, and your funds will leave the account at the broker and be deposited into any account that you select. Now let's walk through the frequently asked questions, and hopefully in so doing we will alleviate any concerns that you may be having. How much is required to start investing? 10,000 US or the equivalent amount in pounds, euros or Australian is required to start. So as an investor, you can select to have a base currency at our broker in pounds, euros, Australian or US. Now, why is 10,000 US required to start? And I'd like to answer this question using an analogy of land. Now, most times land can be sold by lot sizes. Do you think you could build a comfortable house on a quarter lot of land? Most times, comfortable houses are usually fitted on one lot of land or more. In a similar way, Forex is traded by using lot sizes, and 10,000 US is considered the least available lot size, which allows sustainability, repeatability of the trading strategy that I mentioned to you previously. Now, the performance is based on this minimum lot size. Less than this minimum investment, there's no guarantee that the performance on the accounts can actually be duplicated, and we don't want that for you. We want you to maximize your ability to generate profits on the accounts. So how much is the performance fee? 50% of the profit generated is your performance fee. And that's 50% of the profit and not 50% of your account balance. Yes? How is the performance fee paid? So on a monthly basis, the trading company will invoice to you via email what they determine the performance fee owed to them is. only upon your approval, and I'll say that again, only when you approve this invoice will the fee be deducted by the broker and paid to the trading company. This just reiterates what I mentioned to you previously, where I said that the trading company under no circumstances will be allowed to withdraw funds from your account. The broker has to do it, but upon your approval. Now you may be wondering, do I pay performance fees if there's a loss on the account? The answer to that is no. You only pay performance fees on profits generated on what we term a high watermark basis. That means if the trading company registers a loss in a calendar month, they have to recover the equivalent of the funds they lost prior to being allowed to calculate a performance fee. Are there any other costs? Yes. You have to consider the cost of transferring the funds from your source account to that with our broker. In addition, the trading company requires a security deposit of 2.5% of your initial investment to commence trading on your account. Now, this amount will be deducted from your first month's performance fee, so we could consider it as a credit note. Your funds will be returned to you after 1 month of trading. Here's the most important part. How can I monitor performance of my account? Guys, there are several ways for you to monitor your account. You can monitor it via the internet. When you sign up with our broker, they will provide you a secure client login. Those details you use to log in on the internet anytime you want. The other means is via mobile app. You can monitor trading performance from your phone. I'll say that again. You can monitor trading performance on your phone at any time in the day. Via telephone, you can call the broker directly and ask them specifically what is the balance in the account, how much trades have been executed, what is the value of the trades executed. Guys, via email, on a daily basis, you receive a trading summary confirming all the trades that have been executed, what your new account balance is, what is the summary of what the open trades would be if there are any open trades. Finally, via live chat, you can communicate directly with the broker from your desk. You're on a computer, you have a question, pull up the page, chat with the brokers directly, and they can provide this information for you in 1 or 2 minutes. So we spent a lot of time talking about Forex and its ability to generate large profits to us investors. But here's where I would like to inspire you to do something that is dear to me and my family, something that we hold in high esteem. We want to coin the term goodwill investors, and if I had to define what a goodwill investor is, I'd use the words of Winston Churchill. He said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." Guys, my family here is trying to inspire a culture of giving in you. Guys, I am a living testimony of having goodwill investment in my life that allowed me to be where I am today. People invested by giving me scholarships, by giving me opportunities in the workplace, in my career, allowing me to be successful as an individual. I'm inspired to do the same for others, for those who don't think they have a chance. Guys, we just spoke about investing $10,000. Half of the world's population survives on less than $2.50 US. I consider us the privileged few, and I'm just hoping to inspire that the earnings that you get here, you can use to impact one life in whichever way you mean to do so. Nobody's trying to tell you how to do it. We're just trying to inspire to pay it forward. My husband watched that movie, Pay It Forward, and it inspired him to try to drive that throughout our family, throughout our household. So we are hoping to do the same in your life. Let's pay it forward together with the extra earnings that we get here in Forex. So to get started, it's just 5 simple steps that can be complete in 10 working days. The first step is to contact Sustainable Investment Ltd via the email address and Skype ID listed here. Guys, I'd like to encourage you at this point to do your due diligence on these organizations. And to assist you in doing your due diligence, I provided a link to questions that I myself have used when initiating business with new brokers and new trading companies, and this is available to you later on in the presentation. I'd also like to take the time to clarify one other thing. Sustainable Investment Ltd, the brokers and the trading company are three independent teams. We've come together as a partnership with different objectives. The trading company and the brokers are looking to increase their investors globally. Sustainable Investment Ltd is looking to promote goodwill investing. We saw the partnership as the best means for us to each achieve our objectives. However, we do not have shares in each other's company. We operate as three independent teams. So I hope this has added some clarity to the relationship being presented here. So once you've completed your due diligence and you're satisfied with the answers that you've received, you can proceed to the second step. The second step will be to sign up with the broker. Now, when you contact us, we would provide you with a link to an application form with the broker. Thereafter, you will fill out the application form, and if you have any difficulty, we could assist you in doing that. At the end of that process, you will be requested to provide a certified copy of your passport and 2 utility bills, just as you would have to do in the bank. So I hope this adds validity to what I've been saying previously, that a Forex account is just like having another bank account. The third step will be to wire the funds to our broker, and that's a minimum amount of $10,000 or equivalent in pounds, euros, or Australian, and this simply activates your account. At this point, the trading company does not have access to your funds. I'll say that again. The trading company does not have access to your funds. That's why I would recommend that prior to this, when you do contact the trading company via the information I sent to you previously, you can request draft copies of the trading agreements to ensure that you are aware and you are in agreement with the terms and conditions being set before you by the trading company and the broker. Once you're satisfied here, we'll move on to the fourth step, which will be to sign the trading agreements. And what this does is that it activates trading, and it also allows the broker to deduct the performance fee from your account when the invoice is generated and you approve. So the 3 agreements are the limited power of attorney, the portfolio management services agreement, and the fee payment authorization. The fifth step will be to wire the security deposit to our trading company. Now, this is the only time that you'll have to complete 2 separate wire transfers. And the reason for this is that our trading company is only able to request the security deposit after your account is approved by our broker and after you have signed the trading agreements. Now, if I didn't make this clear before, I'll just remind you, everything is being done via email, Skype, phone calls. You physically don't have to be in the location of our trading company, our broker, to commence this agreement. So any further questions, do not hesitate. Contact info@sustainableinvestmentltd.com or Skype Sustainable Investment. These 2, email and Skype, are actually manned and accessible by 2 groups of people, the trading company and Sustainable Investment Ltd. You send through your due diligence questions and one of us will respond to you in a very timely manner. Further to what I mentioned before, here are the links that I promised. Sample due diligence questions, first and important. Secondly, the detailed step-by-step sign-up process at LMAX. Thirdly, some background information on what is Forex trading. And fourthly, an interview between Oprah and Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the bestseller Rich Dad Poor Dad. He is a multi-millionaire, someone who will revolutionize the way that you think about earning money. This link will just give you an insight of what he has to say. I thought it was interesting to share. The way that I see this is that we're giving you the keys to financial freedom. If you don't start the car, you will never know how it drives. So let's start that car and let's move a toast. Here's to us making money the root of all good. Who's with me? So I'd like to pose a final question to you. I'd like to ask you, Forex, why not? After all that we've shared with you, I can say we can't find a reason. Can you?